Hello, hello. Man, I gotta follow these two guys. It's gonna be a tough act to follow. We're gonna change pace just a little bit here in a minute when we get going in this. My name is Jared Robison. I've been in the fire service for 22 years. I started as a volunteer in 2003 for a combination department. Got hired full-time in January of 06 at a Gordon County Fire Department. It's a rural fire department about an hour north of here. Worked there 17 years. It was a good department. We were very small, very rural. When I first started, we had 2 stations. We were running structure fires with like 7 people, and we grew to 4 stations before I left. I'm now at City of Cartersville Fire Department. So we are still fairly small. We got about 92, 94 employees-ish. Totally different aspect of city life versus county life, I can tell you that. But it's awesome. I love it. So that's a little bit about me in the fire service. I love teaching. I go to conferences. Had the pleasure of being with Bears of the Oath, Dagum, different other little cadres here and there. So I am not a perfect man, okay? I don't claim to be. I don't try to be. I don't act like it. I am a sinner, just like everybody else in this room, right? We are all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God. I have lied. I've cheated. I've stole. Infidelity. I've been divorced. Had a gun to my head, ready to kill myself. Drunk, alcohol, everything. You name it, I've probably done it, okay? So I have learned, thankfully, with him, to grow from that, right? I try not to make the same mistakes over and over and over. I still fall short. I still make mistakes. So let's not get anything that I say in this that I'm a perfect firefighter, perfect husband, perfect Christian, perfect father, anything. We're all here to learn. So I picked a topic. Shane asked me, he said, this was probably 6 months ago or so. He said, hey, brother, would you do a lecture series in the next coming conference? And I said, I don't know, man. Lecture's not really my thing. I'm a hands-on guy. I'm a hot class guy. It's kind of out of my comfort zone. And I told him, let me pray about it. I said, let me pray, and I'll have an answer for you. So I prayed about it, and God spoke to me. Mentorship is a big part of my life. I believe in it, and if you're not doing it, shame on you. So I called him back and I said, hey, I think I've got something. I said, I'm going to choose mentorship. And then it just started flowing. And I said, you know what? I'm going to include the things that are near and dear to me. So with that being said, mentorship in the fire service, leading with integrity, faith, and family, okay? And I might wander around through the crowd, so hopefully this mic's in the right spot. Y'all can all hear me. And I'm going to interact with y'all some too. So what is mentorship? What does it do?
Providing a way for other people to come up with positive experiences.
A way to come up with positive experiences from other people, right? Let's see. How about a painter? Painter, sorry. I knew you were right here.
Yeah.
What's it to you?
Mentorship to me is helping others grow.
Helping others grow, teaching, right? Casper, what about you?
Somebody just kind of just guide me when I need it.
Somebody guiding you. So before we get into the things, I saw this the other day and I could not say it any better. So this is from Tony Spear, 5-Alarm Training. Anybody follow that?
Love Tony.
Yeah.
He's actually my coach.
So the impact you have as a mentor begins the first day you have a new person on your crew. It doesn't matter your rank or position. The second you have someone beneath you in seniority, by default, you become a mentor of this job. By definition, a mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor who provides guidance, support, and knowledge to help someone grow personally or professionally. They offer insight, share experiences, and help their mentee navigate challenges and achieve their goals. On our job, the way you carry yourself, the standards you hold, and the approach you take to situation is witnessed by those around you trying to understand their new profession. If you approach the job with pride, passion, and excellence in all you do, you'll be exhibiting the exact qualities we spend so much time attempting to explain or teach with words. Conversely, if you have a lazy ethic about you, you strive for nothing and complain, I won't use that word he used, and every hint of work, this will be the exhibit they learn from. Remember, we were all the new guy once, right? We all had mentors, hopefully, some of which didn't even realize that they were to our careers. They probably didn't care. They were just living out a standard, leading from the front, setting the example that had been set for them from the ones before. I truly believe that being a mentor isn't a choice here in this profession. You have eyes on you, and your passion, or lack therefore of, will bleed into people around you. If you love this job the way I do, and I will say the way I do also, if you truly want to leave it better than you found it, embrace the youth. Lead them like someone led you, and if that's not through wise words, let it be through your example, your approach, and your standard. Nothing will bring alone the development of a new firefighter more than a strong and positive mentor. This is the way to leave it better than you found it. You were once a new guy, and a mentor lead you. Time to return the favor, not only for them, but for the fire service. So I read that because I couldn't say that any better than he could, right? And I truly believe that statement. And I saw this. Leadership is not about you. It's about investing in the growth of others. So the importance of mentorship in the fire service. Mentorship fosters skills and development, experience sharing, and ensures continuity of knowledge. So we have to teach them the things we know in our fire department, right? So we're all on the same page. We all call the same thing, right? Experienced firefighters must pass on tactical skills, lessons on leadership, integrity, and accountability. Now, in order to pass those on, we must do that ourselves, right? We have to hold ourselves with integrity and accountability. What does integrity mean? Anyone? Doing the right thing when nobody's looking. The firehouse culture should be encouraged both professional excellence and personal growth. How many times do we see the professional excellence but not the personal growth? Pretty often, right? We get caught up on teaching how to do the job and not how to be a good person, right? So it's all this. Experienced firefighters should be mentors, not bullies. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm not saying we shouldn't prank the new guys every once in a while, pick on them a little bit, but there's a big, big difference in being a complete jerk, right? And being just playing some, innocent pranks. I cannot stand people who are dicks to probies. I can't stand it. If you are ignorant, that you just bash someone, belittle them for no good reason, then you're the problem. So we have to mentor beyond firefighting skills. Character building. As Shane would say, and I agree with him, your character is everything. So mentor teaches not only by instruction, but by example. They demonstrate humility, responsibility, and work ethic. And if you're not, you need to. So decision making. We want to equip the younger firefighters with the ability to make sound decisions under pressure with high stakes. So this is something I like to do personally. Anytime we're training, I try to make it realistic. And as they grow, I try to let them be free thinkers, okay? I try to teach them how to think outside the box. If they're only doing what I tell them to do, are they truly learning? Not in my opinion. They're just robots waiting for a decision. Later on in life, if they promote, then they're just officers who are waiting for somebody else to tell them what to do, right? I've seen a vicious cycle of that. You get officers scared to make a decision because they've always had somebody above them tell them what to do. Integrity and accountability. We want to emphasize the importance of honesty, ethical behavior, and being responsible for one's actions. I am man enough, if I screw up, I own it, even to a rookie. I don't care. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. If I say something wrong, I show him something wrong, I own it. I tell him, hey man, I'm sorry, I taught you the wrong thing. Here, let's go back, let's do it correctly. Right? At the bedrock, we should be good Christians. That should be your founding number one, at least in my opinion, right? Everybody has their own. In mine, I don't always do that. I'll be completely honest. Sometimes my selfish endeavors come first and not his. I'm human. I try to learn from that and I try to move forward, but it doesn't always happen. So faith as a guide. Encourage others to let their faith guide their decisions and actions, particularly in times of stress or uncertainty. When I left Gordon County after 17 years, that was a huge choice and decision. And I turned to him. I let him guide me, and he made the choice and opened up doors, and it all happened for a reason, and I'm extremely happy where I am at. I play a pivotal role, I feel like, in our department, and I love everything about it. We have our problems just like anywhere else, though. So I try to teach the young guys and women coming through to put things to him. Lay it at the foot of the cross, right? Now, I will tell you, God's timing is completely different than your timing. So don't expect everything to happen immediately. It'll happen when he wants it to happen. Compassion and forgiveness. This is a big one for me. A Christian mentor embodies the principles of kindness, understanding, and the ability to forgive, helping others see the qualities as strengths. How often do we just bash the probies and make them feel like total crap? Be honest. Who's done it? I've done it. I'll be honest. I've done it. But how much better is it to pull them aside and be like, hey man, you screwed up. It's okay. Let's go do it again. And I'm going to help you through it. What does that do for them? And y'all are stagnant. I know lunch is coming, but come on. Builds trust, right?
Builds confidence.
Builds confidence. They will look up to you. They will buy in to what you have to tell them. And moral leadership. So it's led by leading your faith, demonstrate integrity, humility, and the importance of prayer and reflection in making tough decisions. Like I said earlier, I do that. Not always, but I try to. And I try to really emphasize that to the young people around me. So being a good husband. I suck at this one sometimes. So that is my gorgeous wife who has blessed us. And she's sitting over there and she's going to hate me for calling her out. But I'm going to do it anyway. So commitment and sacrifice in both marriage and firefighting. Commitment is essential. Would y'all agree? It's paramount. You must prioritize your spouse and making sacrifices to support the relationship, even when the job is demanding. Now, I get in trouble with that sometimes of booking too many conferences or classes or wanting to teach, and she kind of sets me straight. I try to be very conscientious of it and not overbook, but it does happen. And then occasionally, I am blessed enough that she gets to come join me. And my youngest kid, too. They both went to Texas with us for Dadgum, for the Castillo Way. And that was an awesome time. Got to hang out and be together. Well, I got to do what I love and be with the people I love. So communication, understanding. Open and honest communication and the ability to truly listen. Knowing each other's needs, working through challenges together, and providing emotional support. She is my bedrock. She is my everything. And I thank God that He has placed her in my life because I am lost without her. We both have been married before, both been divorced, and that helped us grow together as a couple. We learned what to do, what not to do, and our open and honest communication is amazing. Occasionally we still struggle with it, but for the most part, we do an amazing job. So, we know each other's needs. I know what her love language is. She knows what mine is. We work through the challenges together. It's not a me and her, it's us, right? So partnership and teamwork. So just as firefighters rely on teamwork in the field, a strong marriage is built on God and partnership. Like I said before, I was married previous, so was she, and we did not put God first in our marriages. I'm not going to say that was the whole downfall of our marriages, but it definitely played a part. We don't always do that now, but we try to, okay? I'm real, I'm transparent, I'm honest. We try to put him first, make all decisions from him. Doesn't always happen, but we try. A healthy relationship is built on mutual support, sharing responsibilities, and approaching life as a team. I do the chores just like she does, although she might do them a little more than me, but I do try. I try to do anything she does. She cooks, I clean. If I cook, she cleans, or we might just both do them together. Laundry, I hate doing laundry, but I do try to help her out sometimes. So it's all about sharing responsibilities. You know, this is not the 1950s, guys. Everybody does their part. Being a good father. I suck at this one a lot of times. Work-life balance. Like I mentioned earlier, as firefighters, we have demanding jobs, right? 24/48. Some lucky people, 24/72, 48/96. And then the 9-to-5ers, 8-to-5ers, right? The white shirt. Oh, sorry. But a mentor helps understanding the importance of being present and supportive in their families' lives, even with tough schedule. We all know we're going to miss family events, sporting events, vacations sometimes, hopefully not, but my wife has taken vacation without me before. But it's all about working through those things, right? Being open and honest. Try to be there for your kids, which is very difficult sometimes. I have 4 of them. That's an older picture. The one on the far right is my oldest. He's 17. He's like 6'20". He's like gigantic, but he's like a little beanpole. So when he finally shot past me, he goes, "Taller than you now." And I said, "I can still break you." Second one to the far right, that's my 13-year-old boy. Little man there in the arms. He's 7 now. He's over there playing on the phone like usual. My beautiful wife and my beautiful daughter. She's 14 now. I have missed plenty of sports events, school activities because of work. When I can be there, I try to be there and I try to be present, right? Doesn't always work. Role model. I fall short on that one sometimes. So fathers lead by example, showing patience, probably one of my worst traits. Love, discipline, and guidance in their children's lives. I'm the man of the house, so I do most of the discipline. Right, babe? But I do show my kids a lot of love, I feel like. I hug them. I tell them I love them. I'm not ashamed of that. You know, we're not stoic creatures. I'm emotional. They've seen me be emotional about different things. I'm very passionate about other things. So building strong relationships. I'm going to teach the importance of maintaining open communication and strong bonds with children, being a stable and reliable presence in their lives. Be there if you can. Sorry. Who knows this picture, this man right here in this picture? Raise your hand. If you know him, I don't need to say a word about him. You already know. For those of you who don't, it's Chief Mo Baxter. He was a mentor of mine. Great, great man. I lost my father in 5 days. It will be 10 years ago. Whether Mo knew it or not, he kind of took a father figure role in my life. I went to him with tough decisions in my life and things I was going through, and he would help me through them. He was an exceptional man who loved the fire service. I haven't met too many people who loved it more than him. And he was selfless. He was the epitome of selfless. Don, would you agree? Respect and compassion. Teach others to treat colleagues, community members, and everyone they encounter with respect and kindness. Man, he would hit that one hard. Emotional resilience. A good man knows how to handle stress and adversity with strength while acknowledging vulnerability. I've seen him cry many times. He was very passionate about different things, and he would tell you in all the ways he had screwed up in life. By neglecting his children because of the fire service, putting it first, he was very open. I respected him immensely. I learned a lot from him and a lot of the men that were around him. Service above self. Encourage selflessness, not just in firefighting, but in everyday life. Being of service to others is at the heart of true manhood. There's another man in this room who does the same thing. Shane, I love you. I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for you, just like everybody else has said. You see things in me that I didn't see in myself, and you help me pull those out, and you make me a better man. I love you, and I will never forget the things you've done for me, because you've led me to all of these people, my brothers and sisters. Building mentorship relationships. Trust and openness. Openness. Mentorship requires trust. Create an open environment where others feel safe to ask questions and seek advice. So I tell my rookies, you can ask me anything, man. I'm open. I don't care if it's about firefighting or life. I don't know everything. I don't claim to. And what I don't know, I'll try to find an answer to. But you gotta have that trust. Build that trust. I do a lot with our recruits. I'm out there working with them, training with them. I go to fire conferences, not only as a student, but as an instructor. I just love being around everybody like this. Helps me be a better person. Accountability. As a mentor, hold those you guide accountable for their growth, while also holding yourself accountable as a role model. Like I said earlier, you got to check yourself in the mirror. It's a hard thing to do. It hurts sometimes. It's the only way to grow. And I try daily to grow. Continuous learning. We want to emphasize that mentorship is a two-way street, and even the mentor can learn from the mentee. Be open to learning and growing. A lot of these guys, they go to classes I can't make it to, right? They go to conferences I can't make it to. They're always constantly learning. In our world, everything is always evolving and changing, right? So I tell them, I said, when you come back, show me what you learn. I might learn something new too, right? Don't be so full of yourself that you can't learn something from someone beneath you. Years of service, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can learn something from anyone, whether it's personal or professional, right? So, legacy of mentorship. We want to encourage everyone to not only receive mentorship, but to pass it on. Ensuring that the future generations of firefighters, fathers, and Christian men are strong, capable, and morally grounded. That's a big thing with me. The best legacy of a mentor leaves is the positive impact on others' lives, both in the fire service and beyond, right? I have a list of mentors that probably couldn't even fit on, it would be a whole PowerPoint, right? I can't name them all. But they all have done something that's made me better. And I saw this verse and I really, really liked it and thought it was fitting. So be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Anybody got any questions? No? Everybody just hungry? There's my information. As my wife was making fun of me earlier, because I was going to say, I am that guy who would answer his phone at 2 a.m. She says, you put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Well, if you call twice, it'll come through. Well, a book I've been reading, I'm not finished with it yet, is How God Makes Good Men. I mean, I go through Instagram. I use Instagram for memes and firefighter stuff. That's all I care about on there. I don't get tied up in all the hoopla of what's going on and all the other junk. Get on there, start following some pages. Half these guys have their own page. You follow them, start looking through their stuff. It'll point you in the right direction of who to follow. There's I couldn't just call out different books and stuff, but there's tons. I'm sure you know plenty. If you want to get a... Yeah.
Especially some of the marriage things you added in there.
Yeah. What was one of those books we read, man? That's the problem, is we got like a whole library downstairs. Yeah. If I find anything, if you want to follow my page, I'll try to post some different sites that I frequent and different books that I've read. I probably should have already done that, but anybody got anything else? Yes.
How do you keep your head on straight? And this may be a loaded question, I know it's a lot. How do you keep your head on straight when you feel like you're doing good at a couple of those things and failing at another?
Turn to the big man. Pray. I know that sounds cliche.
Yeah.
And I also talk to these guys. These are my brothers, man. I reach out to them. Shane can probably tell you I've reached out to him several times and be like, hey, man, what about this? What about this? I've talked to Kevin. Holler at Tom. You got to have a circle, that tribe that Nate was speaking about. You got to have it. If you don't, find one. Get all your information. Call us. We'll talk to you. Biggest thing is just being honest with yourself and knowing it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to fall. You're going to feel like you're doing good, and then you're going to rock bottom, start up again. Joe would tell you, I mean, we struggle every day, don't we, brother?
Every day. Amen. Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else? No? Good for lunch?
Amen.
Where's Shane? Where's the man?